Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the fucking podcast. I have barely anything to talk about tonight because I don't know. The Streamlabs still doesn't work on this laptop, and the mic. I can't find the adapter to plug in the mic to the MacBook. So here we are again with no backdrop. No Soviet flag / anarcho-communist flag backdrop. Anarcho-Sovietism. That's libertarian Leninism. That's my ideology now. I have some tea here, some echinacea tea. It sounds like the car outside is louder than my voice even is. And yeah, I'm looking like a witch today. It finally got warm out, and then now it's cold out again. So here we are. One thing that I probably will be ranting about tonight, even if we do have like a shorter installment of the podcast this week, is the fact that I feel like there's literally nothing to watch on YouTube anymore. Besides like TheoryTube or whatever you want to like call it. There's not really a brand name that solidifies it, but like Acid Horizon, Plastic Pills, Epic Philosophy, and that other dude, the guy with the beard and the glasses, who his channel might just be like his first or his name. I'm not really sure though. And then like Jonas Sika, or however you say his name. Like Theory YouTube, and like Zero Books as well. All of those people who like upload super irregularly and like don't pump out a video a day and have like daily content to watch are like my main YouTube consumption now, because I'm incredibly unimpressed by BreadTube lately. I'm incredibly unimpressed by BreadTube lately. So it's like there's nothing to watch lately, unless I want to watch some stupid, meaningless fucking culture war Twitch streamer drama. Like I was just watching fucking the Destiny and Demon Mama shit from 2 months ago. Which, by the way, I don't understand why people think that Demon Mama is this like insane lunatic, like bad for the left, whatever the hell, as Destiny painted her to be. Which is really why they think that, because people who like Destiny just fucking... His mind is a proxy for their mind. They think with his brain, not their own brain. They're literally... It's the simpiest fucking community I've ever fucking seen, and Destiny doesn't even have tits. Like, it's not... Demon Mama, more like demonized Mama, dude. I don't understand. She blew him the fuck out. She absolutely owned him every time they talked. Because he doesn't take her seriously. Like, it's just like Infrared with Vosh. Like, I don't agree with everything that Infrared said in his debate with Vosh, but he made a fucking point, and Vosh didn't. Like, I'm telling you, like... BreadTube and like all of the streamers and whatever, they're fucking pathetic nowadays. Like it's sad. It's really sad. I don't know if it's like me and how like now that I'm actually starting to like read books more, it's like all of this stuff is becoming sort of less important to me because it's like lower level intellectually. But and that's probably part of it. Like, my interests are just surpassing BreadTube. or whatever the fuck you want to call this shit. The whole like Destiny, Vosh, like Twitch streaming, Twitch leftism, or leftism. Destiny isn't even a leftist. It's just pathetic. Like it's so disappointing. Because I scroll through everybody's stream, like even Demon Mama's stream, who I'm she's fine. She's enjoyable. She has the best introduction to her videos that I've ever seen. It's like it's really good. The music and everything is good. But like it's kind of obvious to me that she doesn't really put a whole ton of thought into her like belief systems and stuff. But she is like decently entertaining, I guess. But the problem I have is that even like her stream, it's all just like, oh, we have to defend the Democrats again, like that's Vosh, and like, oh, like look at this bad thing that this Republican said, or like, oh, this culture war controversy, or like, oh, so and so transphobia. It's like, why aren't we talking about like substantial like conceptual issues anymore? And like even like Majority Report, which I enjoy and I've always kind of enjoyed, except before like the later half of 2018, when I just thought that Majority Report was like the most boring show I've ever seen, because Sam Cedar kind of had that effect on me back then. It just wasn't enough for my attention span, basically. Even Majority Report is just lackluster for me lately, because it's like, even the progressive social takes that these people have are not enough to me. Like they miss so much in their analyses. They miss so much. And so like I'm distraught at this, because I just like literally like today and yesterday and like recently I'm just refreshing my shit. I'm just refreshing my YouTube homepage, waiting to see a video that's compelling, and I see nothing. I see nothing that won't entertain and enrich my mind more than it will annoy it. I see nothing like that. So it's just like, and this might sound arrogant, what I'm saying right now, but it's just true. Like, I'm just saying how I experience this. I'm just describing my experiences. Honestly, to be honest, the most entertaining YouTube channel right now is Infrared. And that's not a meme. I'm being serious. He's like, I don't agree with him about probably 75% of the things that he says. But regardless, he's just more entertaining than watching Destiny or watching Vosh. Like, it's just funnier to watch, like, especially to watch somebody scream into their mic, like just screaming at people, saying like the funniest fucking insults, and just like overreacting to everything is entertaining to watch for me. I don't know about anyone else. Like, that seems like kind of like most sort of people most sort of people like me would probably not find that entertaining. They would find it like triggering or something, perhaps. I think it's hilarious to watch, like it's just funny, because it's like the perfect meme, because he's like the antithesis of me. Like, he's like this like chat. He literally looks like the Giga Chad meme. He literally looks like that guy. Like this like Chad like masculine like even like crossing the territory sometimes into like toxically masculine like dude. This ML even like Marxist Leninist who calls himself 100% Stalinist, 100% Maoist, 100% Lysenkoist. And doesn't even believe that genetics exists. Just screaming at people and like calling out BreadTube and shit. Like it's just the perfect meme to me. It's just really funny to watch. So I watch infrared. I watch like more theory shit. Even though that's so inconsistently uploaded that I don't have like a good theory like thing to immerse myself in like that comes out every day on like a steady stream. That's kind of to some sort of like semi-consistent extent, that's kind of what I hope this podcast does to people, because it's like I upload those clips and then it's like, oh, you get like a little nugget of like what hopefully constitutes some kind of actual substantial philosophical, political, theoretical talk. But I don't have that equivalent. If you want to like suggest me someone, literally just like do so, because I need more shit to watch. I'm running out of sources of entertainment. I wonder if Matt Christman still does his streams. I haven't seen one in a while. Then again, I haven't watched one in a while, so that might be connected because it's all algorithm. The algorithm. The algorithm. I feel kind of lightheaded right now. I don't know why that is. But yeah, I gotta find out how to do this through Streamlabs again so we can have guests back. I was thinking like, why don't I just stream without the mic? Like honestly, why? I could just stream without the microphone. Because I did that before I had it. Like, why don't I just... Because I feel like if I streamed every day, like daily, I would pick up more steam. Because that's how people do it. They literally do it daily or like semi-daily. Instead of like whenever they have the solid idea of what they're doing. So, you might see a stream sometime soon. But I have a fucking blog post to write for class in the next 2 days. And then like another essay next week or the week after that, a paper. And then in another class, I'm so behind that I literally haven't turned in shit at all for it. But so yeah, I do have schoolwork, but like, and then I do have like my own work and stuff, like my own like reading and writing. I've been writing more. I want to sort of like keep writing and developing all these concepts that I'm sort of exploring and creating. And we'll see what comes out of that. But oh my god, my computer wants to update. This is probably going to be a boring ass podcast because I just wanted to record it. Like because I want to keep doing them consistently instead of missing the weeks like I was doing a while ago. So like here I am. And I remembered the fucking the thing that I had the idea to talk about last time but I didn't talk about. It was the Glenn Greenwald calling Trump and Steve Bannon and Tucker Carlson socialists thing that I wanted to respond or slash react to. But I don't really care that much. It's just like such a dumb thing to say that it's like I don't give a fuck, to be honest. And also that drama's over. Like, it's already been responded to. It would have been nice if I remembered it last week when I remembered what I was actually going to say about it, but I didn't. So, yeah. Kind of dreary this week. Kind of just, I'm just spinning the wheel. Oh, I don't actually have like a class period thing tomorrow. Which means that I could probably just save the blog writing for tomorrow. And get it done. And then like do a bunch of other shit. Like I need to talk about getting my key from for a fucking club that I lost the key to the office for someone. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna tell me, but if they tell me like, oh, you owe us like $60 right now, I'm just gonna be like, okay, bye. Like, I don't have that money. Like, you're just gonna have to fucking wait, because like I don't It's so stupid how the club is, they literally just tell me, oh, email this person, and then the person doesn't reply to me. And then I tell them that, and then they're just like, oh, just go into her office. It's like, dude, help me, maybe. Like, actually do something to fucking help. Or something. Like, god damn. I don't really like people too much, in case you haven't noticed. Kind of, like, jaded about humanity. But not in the cringe way of like, oh, humans are inherently evil beings. We deserve apocalypse. No, but like, because I don't believe in inherents. You know what I mean? I don't believe in essentially fixed things. At all. The essence is formed by the force which gives the thing the most affinity with it. That's what an essence is. It's a matter of affinity. Which means that the essence comes after the existence, not before. It's not predetermined. It develops through life. So there's your little philosophical point for this week. Because I don't really have the mental energy to give you any more, so. Opening this cookie. I'm gonna dip it in the tea, because that's what I do. It actually tastes kind of bad, to be honest. I don't know why. It's kind of cringe. This is probably going to be like a really short one, because I have no idea what to talk about. I look good, though. Look at this look. I was going to talk a little bit about my looks, actually. Because, like, I don't know if any other trans women feel this way, but, like, you know that interaction you get with, like, a cis girl who, like, messages you with, like makeup tips and shit? Sometimes that gives me like a bad vibe. Like, it gives me this sort of like, this feeling that they're like talking down to me as if I don't know like how to quote unquote be a woman or whatever. Like, and they have to like teach me, like, when that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like, it gives me that feeling that they're like placating me, or like what is that word? They're patronizing me when they do that. That's kind of how it feels. When I didn't ask for anybody's help with shit, because I don't need it. Like, I know how to do makeup. Look at it. Like, I don't need your fucking... And also, I don't care about doing anything in the quote-unquote right way to do it. I don't care about any of that shit. That's not how I live my life. That's not even how I write. And I'm like an English major who's like considered good at writing. But I don't think about the rules of writing when I write. I just write it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's always been a thing that pissed me off, like, to no end, is when people think that there's like one right way of doing everything. Because there's not. All that means is you're participating in this stupid artificial competition of like, oh, who can play the market mechanisms best? I say, defy the market mechanisms and do what you want to do, the way that you want to do it. And there shouldn't be repercussions for that. You know what I mean? Like, especially with art. Like, I've always gotten annoyed with, like, people who are too technical in art. And, like, too technical in music, especially. Where they, like, all they care about is music theory. And they will not shut the fuck up about chords and shit and all those terms, you know? When to me, it's like music is just playing the fucking music. Like, you put your hand onto the keyboard and you press the keys, that means you're playing music. There's not like a correct technique you need to learn that there's a threshold of like, if you don't use that technique, you're not playing music. It's all playing music. It's just the simple action of doing it. Like, I hope that makes sense. I just kind of don't see, I don't recognize rules like that. I just don't care. It's just an annoyance. It's just a hindrance to me. I would rather like express myself and do what I want the way that I want to do it and make the point and the statements that I want to make, which is only available if you do it the way that you want to do it. You know what I mean? That's not how most people are, it seems. I'm not how most people are, like, in any way. Which is based. I try to, like, send that message of, like, going against the grain is what you should be doing. I think that's partly why I like Deleuze so much. Is because all of this kind of goes along with his ideas about art and life and politics, which I can't wait for the next Plastic Pills video because it's going to be about Nietzsche and Deleuze, which is literally what I already was reading out of my own volition, so it's like perfect timing. Perfect fucking timing. I can't wait to watch that. Apparently it's going to be about art partly as well, which is based. Because Deleuze saw like philosophy as more of an art than as a science, which is probably more. Yeah, I think I agree with that a lot. Because like he saw it as the art of creating concepts. It was very much like a creative kind of ethos with him, which I can definitely get behind. I've always been more creative than technical, if we want to sort of draw that distinction. Because like the technical people will sink into those pre-established rules completely to the point where they lose a lot of the actual genuine substance that they're actually trying to express. So I think being more like technical, it sort of lends you to more of like a it sort of lends you in more to conformity to like the social trends and the what the society encourages, which also means it lends you more towards commodification. Even though like the more creative sort of groundbreaking stuff, like even that still can, it has that sort of capability to be reterritorialized into capitalism and become just like a consumer product. Like that's what nirvana is, you know? Which is just a depressing reality, I guess. Because like if you listen to especially if you listen to In Utero, that album, it's like an anti-corporate album conceptually. But it was also like a bestseller that made a bunch of fucking record label executives rich and shit. So there's that sort of, I don't know if you want to say dialectic or contradiction, but yeah. All of those little sort of contradictions exist everywhere. I want more people in my Discord. I really do. If you're listening to this, you should join my Discord. There's a link. If you click the link in the description to go to my Twitter, there's a link in my pinned tweet to the Discord. It will take you 2 clicks. Well, actually 3, because you have to accept the invite. Do that, and then come on the podcast, because I need more people who are actually like, who join and then like actually talk. Because it's literally just like me and the same people who've been talking in there for like 10 months. So, yeah. I would like more people in there. There's so much to think about in life. Like there's so much that it gets kind of overwhelming for me. Like it's so like, it's like, oh, you have to think about next semester and like the rest of your college career, because I'm switching to a self-design major. So it's like I have to think about that lately. And of course, constantly thinking about COVID tests, even though like the app says that there aren't any this week for some reason. And like podcasting and the Discord, just keeping up with all of my online friends and shit. And on top of all of that stuff, doing the schoolwork for this semester and stuff, and then like my own work and stuff, it's just like, oh my god, like people have a point when they say that doing nothing is like made incredibly difficult in our world of hyper productivity. You're not supposed to be doing nothing. You're constantly expected to be doing something. Even if it's unfulfilling, even if it literally steals your human essence and steals your time and energy, and even if it's like something you don't want to do, you're still expected. You're still fucking expected. But I try to spend my time like the way that I want to as much of the extent that I can. It's very difficult. Especially when there's nothing to fucking watch on YouTube. Back to that. I feel like if Vosh knew who I was and all these people like knew who I am, I would be one of those people that they would say is like crazy and extreme and bad for the left or whatever the fuck they mean by that. The left, quote unquote. But only because I actually take positions that like are genuinely critical of the state of things, you know? Like, I don't give a shit about all of your fucking optics concerns. I care about being correct. Like, you know what I mean? I miss when Vosh would actually talk about anarcho-communism. I miss that. Instead of being so fucking neoliberalized. Like, and I don't even say that as just like a hot take insult. I say that because like, when you listen to him talk sometimes, he does sound like a neoliberal. Like, he talks about everything within the rules of society as it is. Most of the time. Instead of like questioning the whole thing. It's just, it all goes downhill. Everything is deteriorating. I watched Philosophy Tube's video about the death penalty, and I was so fucking disappointed. Because like she puts up that distinction between like what was it was like retributive, like retribution, and or no, it was some other distinction, but it's like the answer is clearly neither of these. Like you know what I mean? Like and then she just kind of went on to talk about nothing. Like she didn't really take a position or like it was just so boring and lackluster, to be honest. I hate this. I hate the bags under my eyes. I hate them. I don't like that at all. It's like very critical of myself, but that's like one thing that I really it just makes me look old. And I don't want to be old. I'm 20 now. I don't feel fucking 20 years old. I feel like I'm like a toddler, like a radical toddler. I wish I had like a better computer setup. Like an actual computer, you know? with like a lot of space and a lot of capability to run shit, so that I could like stream nightly and like do games and shit. But I don't even know where my fucking adapter to my MacBook is. And it doesn't even work. So. Oh my god. I didn't really get anything for my birthday besides like gift cards and Amazon money. And not enough to get a PC, so. I still have to make that response to ContraPoints as well. I feel so fucking tired and like draining and like I really need to just shut down. And tomorrow I'll really hit the paint hard, but like tonight I just need to like I really need to chill tonight. Oh, why do I feel so energyless? I've literally eaten. I feel like I haven't. Do I have COVID right now? Did I get do I have COVID fatigue? This is not like I literally feel weak. This is not good. Don't be worried about me though. I'm fine. I'll be fine. Oh my god. Some days you do just need to chill, you know? Like sometimes it's just time to chill. So I think tonight is one of those times. I literally feel like I'm barely holding this microphone up with my hand. Like, Jesus. Usually I'm like so full of energy. Like, too much energy. Like, I'm so intense. I have a really intense affect. Even though I'm like an introvert, I think having an intense affect is actually like a form of introversion. I'm actually making a like personality compass quiz, or 4 of them, for 4 different like dimensions of the personality structure that I'm sort of inventing, because all of those things are inventions. It's just fun to make your own, so that's what I'm doing. And I can already tell what I'm going to get on it. It's just like hard to come up with all the questions, which is what I'm sort of doing that. Like, I made all the questions for one of them in like literally one sitting, and then like the second half, I'm just making like a question a day as it comes to my mind. I really like doing things just as it comes to my mind. Like when it feels like genuinely like that spark, the idea, as like David Lynch would say, and then you just follow the genuine idea, that feels like the right way of doing things. Because it's like, it just feels correct, you know? I don't really know what else to say this week. I think Infrared is streaming, so I'll probably watch him and fucking lay in my bed. I should probably eat more. But it's like, I almost don't even want to. Like, I could barely finish that cookie, like. I just feel fucking weird right now, to be honest. I feel weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll drink more water. That sounds like a good idea. But yeah, like 5 more minutes and then we will be done. Cause I don't have any groundbreaking topics to be like, oh, and I just feel like shit right now, so. Ugh. I'm just glad I look good. Like I do. Look at me. I hate when cis people they subtly tell you that they don't see you as a woman. I hate that. Like, I hate that shit so much. Because it's like, dude, it doesn't matter if you don't think I pass. I don't give a shit. Like, it literally doesn't matter. Like, I don't need your help. I seriously don't care. Because it's all a matter of perception. And our perceptions are trained to see certain things as masculine and other things as feminine by society. So it's like, you just have to break out of that encouraged perception and see people who are women as women and people who are men as men and people who are neither or both as that as well. Because it's a matter of the identity component of your being, yourself, your essence, your essence. So just remember that, because I know I have a lot of like closeted and like pre-transition trans women who follow me. So just keep all that shit in mind, because I feel like I'm like you guys' like helper. Like I'm your messiah. So remember the Madelinist code, that it doesn't matter if people fucking see you as a man, because they're just wrong. And it's not their fault. They just haven't broken out of the mold. But it's pretty funny because, like, I don't care if people don't think I pass, but I think I pass. Like, I do. And honestly, I'm going to be so hot when I finally, after all this time, guys, I've been waiting. I was ready to start hormones a year ago. Literally a year ago. Literally last March. I was ready to do it. I had made up my mind. And I've been waiting, sitting through these fucking gender clinic meetings over and fucking over again. Hopefully soon it'll finally be time to do it, because I'm sick of shaving my face fucking 3 times a week. I don't really have like a lot of testosterone already, so it's like I don't have that much to worry about, but like it's getting worse as I get older, so it's like it's time to fucking strike with the estrogen. It's time to do that. And it was time to do that a year ago. But I say all of this to say that whenever the moment does arrive, I'm literally gonna become so hot. Like it's gonna be scary. Like you guys are, if you think you're simping now, just wait, because you are going to be simping harder after like a year of HRT. You're going to be simping harder. So just be prepared for that one. But yeah, it's so frustrating dealing with those people. At least I'm not on Turf Island. At least I don't live in the fucking UK. Like Yuki. I hope Yuki is okay. She messaged me recently, so that's good to hear. It's always good to hear from her. Because it is a shitty situation when your medical system literally won't see you for transition until you wait 4 years. And she's already like 25 years old. Like, it's very sad. So, yeah, but like, it's not a matter, I don't think it's a matter of thinking like, oh, I have it better than this person, they have it worse than me. It's all just different degrees of the same battle. Because what's the perpetrator of all of these problems? It's the same perpetrator. It's fucking cishet, normative, bi-gendered society and its hegemony. That's the villain. Just like capitalism is the villain of economic fucking concerns. It's like, we all need to unite around changing society so that we can do that and eliminate all of these problems. That's what I really want to see, even though I probably won't see it in my lifetime. And everyone's so obsessed with being pessimistic in that sense. Like, oh, we'll never see socialism. Oh. And I saw this tweet that said, you're all transcendental, nothing can be done-ists. And I was like, so true, like, unironically. A lot of people are like that. But I think they discount what they are capable of doing within their own lives and within their own minds, as far as like changing how you think about shit and putting something out into the world that will hopefully sort of like, not even harm reduction, not even like making people's lives better, but like spreading the alternative perspective, which is what I try to do. I'm really proud of trans horror still. I think that's like a really good video of mine. And I'm going to make more long form videos like that. I'm going to have Liam make more music for them. I think I'm going to make a video about love at some point. Love and recognition. In the sense of like being recognized for who you are by someone who loves you, you know, and like doing the same. And how like there's a danger in sort of building a picture or an expectation of someone that you sort of love and then like losing the love in that and sort of like connecting love to like accepting who the person is in reality and like loving them anyways, you know? Probably gonna make a video like that. Sort of casual philosophy. So yeah, I just gave that away. Just gave away that idea. But yeah, I don't have any more to say. I'm just tired, which is weird because I don't get like I'm not sleepy tired. My body is physically tired for some reason. So see you next week.